What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Mike Lemming back again, and I wanted to read this Reef2Reef article. It's titled "Water Changes: A Thing of the Past or Necessity of the Present." It's by Jeremy Gosnell, and he posts quite a few articles here and there throughout the week. But I thought this was interesting, so once I'm done, leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. Let's get into it. Water changes are one of the best maintenance practices that can be performed on any marine aquarium. They remove nutrient-laden water and replace it with fresh, nutrient-free water. When RDI purified water is employed, a good salt mix is able to strike a perfect balance of elements simply by adjusting the mix's specific gravity to normal reef levels. After a water change, calcium, magnesium, and carbonate are replenished, and trace nutrients that filtration was unable to remove are diluted. At one time, water changes were the primary way of both balancing water chemistry and quality. Sadly, water changes are one of the most laborious ways to maintain a reef aquarium. Even worse, they are environmentally wasteful. Even efficient RDI units usually create 4 gallons of wastewater per 1 gallon of purified water. Most of this wastewater runs down a drain into a septic tank or public sewer system. Creative aquarists have established rain barrels and gray water management systems. Some simply use RDI wastewater to fill washing machines or other appliances that need fresh water to function. Just using RDI unit is expensive and time consuming. Most units make between 70 to 100 gallons of water daily. Once you've got fresh water, it must be heated, stored, and brought to the appropriate salinity. The water changes itself takes time, as often large amounts of water must be pulled from the tank and then pumped in from a reservoir for replenishment. All this equals more waste, more time, and yet another frustrating chore. Reef tank technology has changed how we gauge when an aquarium needs a water change. Before, many aquarists planned a change at specific intervals, once weekly, twice weekly, etc. Some aquarists conducted a water change when nitrate reached a certain concentration or when pH began to drop. Others changed water when calcium or carbonate levels began falling. These are still wise ways to decide when your tank water needs change. However, dosing pumps, calcium reactors, and efficient denitrification filters have greatly reduced the need for water changes. In fact, if you employ these devices, a water change could literally cause more harm than good by overloading your tank with elements it simply doesn't need. So, are water changes necessary in today's aquarium age? Can aquarists once and for all put away the buckets, brute trash cans, and household water pumps? Today, it's economical and efficient to employ systems and ensure stability within a reef aquarium. Inexpensive devices like Calcauster stirrers and pH controllers can maintain both calcium and carbonate concentration while ensuring that pH remains stable at all times. More advanced devices like controllers and calcium reactors can manage replenishment in even the most demanding reef aquariums. Automated dosing pumps can fill in the rest, replenishing everything for magnesium on down to specific amino acids. Conductivity probes and automatic top-up systems ensure salinity barely fluctuates. Add this to denitrification filters that absorb phosphate and convert nitrate into nitrogen, and suddenly the need for water changes is reduced by well over 90%. Further reducing the need for water changes, automated mechanical filtration such as the Thieling roller mat and powerful protein skimmers that strip aquarium water of solid waste. Most of the technology was originally developed for use in large public aquariums where the opportunity to change 100,000 gallons of water didn't exist. Even tinged or cloudy water isn't a major concern, as ozone, carbon, and ultraviolet sterilization can clear up nearly any water clarity issue. At face value, it would seem like for some aquarists, water changes would be entirely counterproductive. An issue that is common among some aquarists is the use of water changes in conjunction with the equipment just described. Since the automated systems keep calcium, alkaline, and magnesium along with other elements in check, conducting a water change can over-replenish those elements, causing a sudden change in water chemistry. I once worked with an advanced aquarist struggling with the calcium concentration of 600 ppm and DKH over 14. He didn't understand how, with all the advanced equipment, water chemistry was so out of whack. The problem ended up being his weekly water change. The aquarist was replenished a balanced mineral-rich water content with mineral-rich water much faster than his livestock could utilize the calcium, magnesium, and carbonate. He needed less water changes, and after switching to a once monthly over a once weekly water change schedule, his issues resolve themselves. Today, there are even systems such as a Triton method designed to not only eliminate the need for water changes but also carefully monitor water chemistry. I've personally visited thriving tanks that haven't had a water change in years. Turning your aquarium system into a fully automated, self-maintaining machine is beneficial in many ways. It greatly reduces micromanagement and intervention on behalf of the aquarist. However, it's not without cost and concern. It encourages a hands-off approach, husbandry. Suddenly, aquarists become less critical of their tanks, assuming that the systems in place are doing their job. Sometimes we can become overconfident in our devices, especially after months and months go by with every element checking out and the tanks seeming steadfast stable. We cease weekly testing, stop sending water into Triton, and kick back and simply enjoy our tank's aesthetics. For many aquarists who employ automated reactors and controllers, the first thing to go are those pesky water changes. Yet, a water change isn't just a way to replenish trace elements or reduce nutrient load. It's a commitment to spending some time under your tank's hood, inspecting things close, and fixing all the little frustrations that pop up within the tank. Usually, all the aquarium's equipment turned off, meaning that current ceases and the aquarist gets a good view of the tank's nooks and crannies. Water changes are often the perfect time to treat Aptasia anemones, siphon out flatworms, Esterinus starfish, or other pests, and clean up patches of unwanted algae growth. They are also perfect time to secure coral prone to falling over, fix wobbly rocks, and give your tank an overall evaluation. Also, they are perfect for keeping up all the equipment we rely on. Pumps are notorious for being filled up with sludge. Skimmers interiors are famous for getting algae ridden, and tubing infamously fills with debris. All of these issues sooner or later reach a head, resulting in a leaked or equipment failure. Having a routine schedule that allows you to shut everything down and maintain the entire tank all at once keeps the aquarist abreast of any potential disastrous problems, like any multifaceted machine or aquarium's many devices break down over time and need routine maintenance. Maintenance is often hard to provide when the tank is full of water and all the equipment is running. Routine maintenance often stirs up sludge and debris, so pairing it with a water change allows aquarists to siphon debris out before replacing water. When we rely on our biofilter and specialized equipment to remove waste, often the entire tank is consistently running at full load. This means the biofilter and all applicable reactors are at saturation. They are keeping nutrient levels down, but they are at capacity. If any bacteria die off or circulation pump stirs the sandbed, the resulting nutrient increase will max out filtration systems, thus greatly raising nutrient load quickly. When this happens, a tank can spiral out of control, and often water chemistry shifts, causing all sorts of unforeseen issues. Maintaining an appropriate water change schedule can ensure that your tank's water isn't consistently at capacity. Nutrient load and water chemistry have a bit more wiggle room since excess waste is removed during the water change and trace elements are entirely replenished. Completing water change weekly or bi-weekly gives the aquarist the assurance that they've recently maintained their tank, along with all associated peripherals, reducing the fear that something catastrophic is just around the bend. At face value, it seems like modern aquarium technology and methodology has eradicated the need for water changes. There are even systems that recommend abandoning water changes altogether. However, it's likely that no amount of technology will ever totally remove the need for water changes, along with other responsible aquarium management protocols. What aquarium technology has successfully done has reduced the need for very frequent large water changes. While it was once common to do 25 to 35% of the tank's total water volume weekly, today as well-equipped tank can easily get by with 10% weekly water change or 15 to 25% bi-weekly water change. The value of a water change isn't just in the amount of water that is switched out, but also in taking an appropriate amount of time to conduct thorough overview of the aquarium. It's vital to allow yourself ample time to both brew new saltwater and conduct a water change. Neither are something that should be rushed or simply thrown together on the fly. I prefer to conduct water changes at a time that I know few distractions will arise, and I will allow myself time in case I encounter something I didn't expect. Looking at a large public aquarium can really help some aquarists understand the importance of water changes. When I worked at Pittsburgh's PBG Aquarium, it was impossible for us to import or make the amount of water needed for a water change of the aquarium's marine system. One tank alone was in excess of 100,000 gallons, and the city is located inland, so there's no marine water in sight. This meant that the only way to improve water quality on a mass scale was to pump marine water through a network of extensive filters. This was time-consuming and expensive and not nearly as effective as a complete water change. These issues can leave inland public aquariums at a disadvantage over home aquariums or seaside facilities simply because they don't have access to fresh marine water. Even at seaside aquariums, large volumes of natural seawater are often pumped in and undergo rigorous treatment with ozone or UV sterilization so that a complete water change can be conducted. Considering that public aquariums often employ the very best in the state-of-the-art water filtration, this makes a powerful statement in favor of partial water changes. So, Jeremy Gosnell, I guess he worked at that big aquarium. So I've, on this aquarium, you know, this little 10 gallon, I've been doing like 2 gallons weekly. On the 75, I'm thinking about doing 10 gallons every 2 weeks, I think. But let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the article. Let me know what your water change schedule looks like. You know, like I said, I'm trying to set myself up with for success with this 75. So all input is greatly appreciated, guys. I hope you stayed along for the whole article. I thought it was interesting. I thought you guys might like it. But let me know if you have any questions, concerns. Leave it down low. I will talk to you guys soon. Mike Lemming, I am out. Peace.